Hello, my name's Nathan and welcome to another game of Age of Empires 2 which I'm spectating, and this is a Hun war on Arabia, which is pretty classic I have to say, but you know, I have to tell you that this is going to be no ordinary Arabia war. Not today, because we have an absolute tyrant of AOC here, Tyrant Doubt. And, well, he is just called Doubt right here because I don't think he has actually joined Tyrant when he played this particular game, but he is here anyway, playing as the Huns in blue on the very north of the map. Down to the sort of southwest of the map, we have a guy playing as a Huns as well in yellow, FHM_2156. Never actually heard of him at all, I have to say, but you know, he probably is a pretty good player, especially if he's playing against Doubt. He's probably going to be pretty good. I don't know if this is actually his actual account or if it's just a smurf. I don't know about that. But anyway, he is playing against Doubt, and this will be a very good game, I can assure you. Why isn't that, you may question? Well, it's because I found this on ASE Box, as I usually do, and I quite like games on ASE Box because they're just pretty interesting to enjoy. And you know, I have to criticize something. This lumber camp placement, I don't really like it to be honest. This here will be a pretty better location, I have to say. But you know, that's just fine. That's just me being very critical about things. So I'll just speed things up as we go through the Dark Age, because I know that nothing much is actually going to happen. The real action always starts in the feudal age, so there we go, we'll just speed things up very, very quickly. But first I just have to look at these guys' maps. And, oh my god, FHM has such a great map. Look at this! He's got this huge wall of trees here, which is just going to be so easy for him to wall. It's just yelling for walling. I mean, here is probably the only location which is fairly difficult to wall. But, you know, this bit, and this bit probably as well, it's going to be so easy to wall as well. And this cactus, I think units can actually go through here. I'm not entirely sure, but you know, I don't think this will be exploited by Doubt anytime soon, I have to say. But yeah, he's looking pretty good. FHM's map is looking very good, especially with this back gold as well. So this gold is probably not going to be harassed too much at all. Meanwhile, Doubt's base is pretty bad, and in Arabia you don't want to have a bad map, but you know, in Arabia it's pretty difficult to get a really good map. Obviously FHM has such a good map. I've never seen such a great map on Arabia before. That's pretty impressive. Doubt, however, he's got front gold. His wood location is alright, and you know, it's pretty close to his TC, but it's very, very small as well. His next main gold location, wood location I mean, is here, which is pretty pitiful, and here as well, which isn't so great at all either. And both these guys going up to the feudal age in probably exactly the same amount of time, which is very, very nice indeed. I'm just going to speed things up until we get to the feudal age. So feudal age is done. Stable going down for FHM, so scouts are going to be on the way for him. Let's see what Doubt's going to be doing. Nothing at the moment, it seems. Ah, I was wrong. Stable coming up as well, so we will see scouts. And scouts are pretty good. Scouts are pretty good, especially in this very wide open engagement where scouts just absolutely kick ass against anything else, to be honest. And if you can get some of them there just to deal some damage, just to harass your enemy's villagers, that will be pretty good. But the only problem is that scouts are going to seriously delay your castle age time, and this could be pretty bad for both of them, because 80 food is quite a lot. 80 food, that's a lot. And you know, 10 scouts is the same amount for the castle age upgrade. 80 food times 10, that's going to be 800 food. And Doubt's going to come in here right now with these scouts. He could try and pick up some villagers on these berries, and it's going to be pretty easy for him to do so. Let's see what he's going to be up to. Let's just look at his POV right now. Going to spot these villagers right here. Not sure if FHM is going to react in time. He is bringing one spearman over. That's just one spearman. Hopefully Doubt will have the micro skills to actually deal with the spearman very, very effectively. Looks like he is going to be doing that. He's going to be focusing down the spearman very, very quickly indeed. That spearman has just got completely owned. Very, very nice play by him indeed. Rare. Nice micro actually. I'm going to be rivaling the Vipers, definitely, for sure. And he is going to be chased back down here by FHM scouts. And, you know, it's curious that FHM is actually going for scouts as well. I think it would make a lot more sense if you were to go for some sort of fast castle, especially with such a wallable map, I have to say. I mean, it's just so wallable. I would go for a fast castle. And, I don't think scouts is probably going to be the best way to go here. I think he's tried to wall here as well, but looks like there is a gap in the wall, which is never a good thing. But Doubt going to come through here, probably going to try and kill some villagers. I don't know how much he's going to try and do, but not a whole lot. Looks like he's just going to try and scout or pick off whatever he can. There's gold here, but no, he's just going to go right past this right here, going to absolutely ignore everything here. But you know, I think he's just trying to scout. They are called scouts for a reason, and why not go for just scouts? Go for scouting with your scouts. Second stable going up for Doubt. Let's see if FHM is going. Yep, he already has his second stable right here, and looks like both these guys have pretty even farm numbers, but wow, FHM just got completely destroyed there. Doubt has got very low HP on some of these scouts, but looks like FHM has lost 2 scouts right here. Hasn't sustained as much damage as Doubt on these remaining scouts, and he has got some spearmen to try and protect his villagers and scouts from as well. Doubt with 2 villagers here at the back of his base, well, at the front of his base, just to protect his eco, which is always a good thing. And you know, FHM is kind of controlling the scouts, but he's just really slowing. He's really slow at bringing those spearmen in for the action. Look at that, 3 scouts going down for FHM, only 2 going down for Doubt. Oh, wow! I've only just noticed that. Doubt has researched bloodlines. FHM does not have bloodlines, and that is pretty crucial. And I think that's what's winning him these engagements so easily. That 20 plus 8 points is very, very crucial if you're going to go with cavalry. I mean, look at that. That's just huge. Even with the spearmen involved, they're not going to be doing as much damage as they really can, actually. And it looks like Doubt is trying to lure FHM back. FHM going to not take any of this. He's just going to be lying here, lying quite low, going to probably try and do something. And, you know, Doubt just has so many more scouts right now. Sure, FHM has the spearmen involved, but they're just not doing so much damage. Well, not as much damage as they can. FHM still does not have bloodlines. Come on, man, what are you doing? Bloodlines, you seriously need it. I'm telling you, you need it so much. And right now we'll just compare the number of units they have. Doubt, FHM with 51 population, Doubt with 51, and as well, it looks like FHM just lost a whole load of units here. Man, wow, FHM got completely destroyed right there. Pretty good for Doubt right now, looking pretty good. And one thing to note is that if you are going to go for lots of scouts, you'll definitely need a lot, and I mean a lot, of farms indeed. Lots of farmers, and lots of farmers means that you will need lots of wood as well, just to replenish those farms quickly. And looks like FHM is going to transition into archers. That's not a bad idea, but at the moment, he kind of needs to wall this off. Actually, he kind of needs to get his units to just stand out here, just to distract these scouts. Possibly try to wall this bit as well, because I mean, that just looks like a wall, except this bit is probably open. It does look very open here, actually. And he does really want to wall this off, but I don't think Doubt actually noticed. He's just wandering about out here in front of FHM's base. Is anybody up to the castle wage right now? I don't think any of them are. pretty even on resource, especially on the food resource right now, and both pretty even on gold as well, and as in terms of their population, fairly even as well. So looking pretty even, though I have to say that Doubt seems to have actually won the majority of the engagements they've had. Looks like Doubt is actually splitting his army up into two. I'm not entirely sure about that. It's probably going to be a pretty good strategy actually. Going to distract these guys up here, the main army in the front, while these scouts back here are going to be doing some serious damage. Not bad at all. Well, let's just see how much damage they actually get. Let's see what damage Doubt can do. He's going to go straight to this wood line here. Probably going to get a whole lot of villagers. And FHM going to run straight back to his TC. 5 spearmen going down over here. Well, coming over here just to try and deal with his scouts. And I don't see any villagers going down. Well, there's one there. Another one going down. But 2 scouts gone down as well. So I'm not entirely sure if that has really been justified. But the thing is, he's still got the scouts in his base. And these spearmen cannot they just can't keep up. Look at that. Horsepower versus manpower. Who wins? It's clearly horse right now. And Doubt just has so many more scouts right here. He is on... Well, he's going to be almost on 4 stables right here. And FHM with just 3, but most of these, in fact all of these, are pretty much idle. And we have a huge battle right here in front of FHM's base. Not sure who's going to win this. It looks like FHM has the pure numbers advantage, especially with these spearmen involved right here. But I don't think... No. FHM still does not have bloodlines. And man, you need bloodlines so much. You need it so badly. You're just losing so many scouts so pointlessly because you don't have the bloodlines. And yeah, right now, Doubt getting quite a lot of food. I mean gold right here, and that's going to be good because he will be probably looking to get to the castle wage fairly soon, I have to say. I mean, look at that, so many farms here, so many farms, 3 mills, that's pretty nuts, I have to say, that's nuts. And meanwhile, FHM with just the 1 mill, he could actually put another mill here just to, or here indeed, just to increase his villager efficiency so that these villagers won't have to walk miles just to dump off the food. And FHM here losing yet another battle. Looks like he dealt with those spearmen very easily. He's just going to turn to his archers, killed them very easily indeed. Going to finish off these remaining scouts as well. And looks like +2 attack, well, +3 attack here. So +1 attack is done for the scouts for both these players, and as well as +1 armor. So these are fully upgraded feudal age scouts, and that's not something you do see every day, especially when there's so many of them. And let's see, Doubt right now with 22 cavalry and only 11 for FHM. So Doubt has twice as many cavalry right here, but the thing is, FHM has a lot more units in terms of their variety, and you know, I don't think this sort of mono unit composition is going to really work for Doubt. But saying that, he's actually doing a pretty good job at destroying these guys, and looks like Doubt will actually will win this engagement. In fact, he actually has won this. FHM probably going to push him back right here because he's got these units being created. Lots of archers queued up. Not much of anything else. No more scouts. 1 spear. That's all he has. And these scouts are in, and they are doing some damage. FHM using his villagers just to get involved as well, and that is a pretty good idea. You really need to protect these villagers or use them to try and fight. And man, FHM has so many villagers right here that are idle. 5 idle villagers. Man, come on, do something with them. And you know, I think Doubt has a pretty clear advantage right now. He's got an 800 score lead. An 800 score lead, that's pretty nuts. Wow, he's got 5 stables as well. 5 stables, 5 scouts at a time, compared to FHM's 3, and he's still not producing enough scouts at all. I mean, man, Doubt just has a huge advantage. in terms of both economic and military. That's pretty impressive indeed. I think for FHM, he definitely has enough villagers, and I think if he has the sort of mass of these archers, he could probably one shot these scouts fairly easily. And Doubt, man, I'm just so amazed by how many scouts Doubt has. Scouts are just amazing, and Doubt's scouts completely wrecking this. He's got so many of them. How many does he have? Oh wait, hang on. 34 cavalry right here, probably going to absolutely demolish this puny army of archers and spears. But in terms of their cost effectiveness, these spears are probably going to wreck these scouts. But in terms of actually winning the battle, FHM is probably going to lose this. Doubt will win this. Oh no, he's not going to win this. I think, yeah, FHM actually had the correct number of spears to deliver and just kill these scouts very, very easily. And man, I don't know why FHM isn't actually walling at all. He should really wall. It's just going to be so easy for him to wall this. And Doubt, well, come on. One of these guys is probably going to try to get to the castle age sooner or later. But looks like both these guys still have pretty low resource, fairly low resource from both these guys. FHM just going to send these guys straight forward right here. Loads of spearmen. What's that? 12 spearmen. Probably going to destroy this horde of scouts fairly easily. And it looks like Doubt is going to run straight into these spears. Don't want that to happen, do you? He doesn't want to run straight into these spearheads. Going to get absolutely destroyed here. Going to get absolutely wrecked. And man, it's so difficult to try and see what's going on because there's just so many of these guys killing each other all the time. But it looks like these scouts are actually completely destroying the spearmen as well, actually. But it's pretty hard to see what's going on. I think there definitely is a lot more blue than yellow here. Yeah, it looks like yellow is getting cleaned up pretty well. Doubt's going to take that battle. He's going to take that victory pretty comfortably, actually, I have to say. Looks like... oh, man. Doubt has the score lead, and he also has the what's it called, population lead as well by a bit, by only 6 even. But looks like the scores are kind of narrowing. The gap has been closed a bit. There's only about 300 score difference between them, and we're going to have another big engagement right here. And FHM finally researched bloodlines, and I don't know about this engagement from Doubt here. It looks like he will always lose a lot, but it looks like he will actually be able to repel this pretty nicely as well. And Doubt's going up to the castle age, and that's going to be huge for him. That means he's going to get knights pretty easily. He definitely has a food for knights. Not sure about the food, I mean the gold right here, but you know, with these 7 stables right here, he's going to be producing cavalry 7 at a time. That's huge. That's pretty huge. And FHM with only the 2 barracks right here, probably not going to be producing the spearmen at such a huge rate at all. But FHM will be going to the castle age very, very soon as well. Still creating archers, still creating more archers and spearmen. So it's probably likely that he will be going for the crossbow upgrade once to get to the castle age, and maybe even pikemen. But looks like Doubt will be going up very, very soon. I don't think he'll be risking sending these scouts to attack because he doesn't want to lose them. Looks like he'll be going to research the light cavalry upgrade, which is going to be very, very important since he has got an absolute ton of scouts right here. It doesn't make sense if he doesn't go for light cavalry. Castle age is done. Let's see if he's going to go for light cavalry. There we go. Light cavalry researching 45% right here. That's going to be good for him. And he will try and mass these up hopefully, and then send them over to FHM's base. If he goes through here, He might get completely owned by these spearmen, but it's going to be close. It's going to be very close indeed. Right now, Doubt going to send these light cavalry right in here into the fray of the battle. And, oh my god, this will be an absolute bloodbath, I'm telling you. So many scouts, so many spearmen, so many archers. And both these guys need to be really careful about how they play in the next few seconds. This could go seriously wrong for both these guys. And, oh my man, spears versus light cavalry. I'm not sure about this decision from Doubt, but it looks like he's actually winning this. If he can take down these spears, then he will stand a fairly good chance against these archers. But FHM is up to the castle wage, so looks like he will be trying to go for the what's it called? Crossbowman. Crossbowman is on 59%. He will be getting that upgrade very soon, and he kind of has the number of archers, crossbows now, and yeah, he'll be trying to destroy these light cavalry very quickly. Obviously with bodkin arrow done, and also the armor, +1 armor, and he's also starting to create some knights, which is also a pretty decent counter to light cavalry, and going to be very good indeed for FHM. He is going to be able to hold this, but oh man, Doubt with just this huge output of units, his production is just going to be so much more than FHM. FHM does not have the number of farms that Doubt has. Doubt, man, he's got 4 farms here. Farms? No. Yeah, he's got 4 farms. No, 4 mills, a ton of farms, and a ton of resource as well. Going to be up to the Imperial Age very soon as well. Man, that 42-minute Imperial, what a... wow. And he's invested so much into scouts as well. So that's pretty impressive, that he can actually get to the Imperial Age fairly quickly after researching the castle age. After getting to the castle age, my bad. And looks like Hussar will be going to be researched soon as well. Let's see the upgrades from them. +2 attack, +2 defense, so he will want to get that +2 armor very shortly. And these knights, they also have pretty good upgrades, just lacking that iron casting, it seems, and the what's it called? The other armor. And Imperial Age for Doubt, Castle Age still for FHM, but he almost has the food for it. He just doesn't have enough gold. This gold pile is kind of going down to Chinatown, and this town centre, well yeah, that's a good idea. Town centre on the front, that's going to secure this gold pretty nicely here. Another town centre on here as well, just to get this wood, which is always nice indeed. And I don't see another town centre from Doubt. Looks like he's going all in on this. Just one town centre, 1 TC power play, that's what it's called. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how Doubt's going to play this. You know, FHM, he just needs a few more barracks. Just a few more barracks, and he can produce those pikemen very quickly. They are very cheap, of course. And FHM has a lot of food right now. He could be spending these on a lot more things, like pikemen for instance, but he just doesn't have enough wood. He's just so on wood. He's got 10 lumberjacks compared to the 26 farmer he's got, and Doubt is up to the Imperial Age. So let's see. Hussar is being researched, and he's still producing light cavalry from all these stables as well. FHM saying magic. Well, it's probably skill right here. Doubt is a pretty darn good player, and you know, he's completely owning FHM right here with the light cavalry. And sure, they are getting completely destroyed by these knights and pikemen, but Hussar is done. Hussar is done, and he'll be kicking ass a bit more. Probably going to be doing a lot more. FHM saying GG, Doubt saying GG, and this will be going to Doubt's favour. This has been won by Doubt, and man, what a game this has been. Doubt just displaying his absolutely amazing skill. He's used light cavalry, scout cavalry, and hussars to absolutely get FHM backed into his little base, his corner, and he's been on the offensive pretty much all the time. And you know, since the feudal age, he's just gone all in on these scouts, all in, and it's just kind of paid off for him actually. And that's probably due to the fact that he's got such a huge eco and such a huge military production. It's just much bigger than what FHM has. And as well as that, Doubt has bloodlines. He had bloodlines from the very start of the feudal age, and FHM just didn't have that, so he was losing those scouts so quickly to Doubt scouts. So there we go. That was a pretty insane game, pretty interesting indeed. I'll post a link to this on the description below so you can find the link to the recorded game on AOC box. And there we go. So this has been NKZStryker Nathan. This has been Age of Empires 2. Doubt versus FHM. Doubt winning this one. So I'll bring you some other recorded games so that I can spectate and commentate on for you guys to watch. And I will see you sometime in the future. See you next time, guys.